On today's episode, I'm going to take you with me to the Goodwill bins, and I'm also going to flip and decorate with some of the things that I found today. I hope that you really enjoy these amazing makeovers, and if this is something that you're really into, then please consider hitting subscribe down below. We post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I think that you're really going to enjoy today's videos as well as maybe some of our past videos. We love to do tons of trash to treasure videos as well as look for less like Pottery Barn lookalikes. So if you're into that, hit subscribe. Hello and welcome back to Desert DIY. If you are new here, my name is Corey. Today I'm going to take you thrift shopping with me, and then I'm going to show you how I flip and decorate with all the things that I picked up. Here we go. Today was a great day to shop. They had tons and tons of home decor. The first thing we're going to flip are these amazing metal wings. Somebody paid $50 a piece for these on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I'm not really into the dark color that they are, so I'm going to do them in a lighter flat white. I had a little bit of spray paint left over in this. I think it's called like antique white or almond white. And I did a light spray of this paint all over it because it was a semi-gloss and I wanted it to look more flat. So I barely dusted these wings with this white paint. Once it was dried, I felt like it just looked really unfinished. I'm not quite sure what exactly I want to do with this, but I do think that it needs something else to give it a little bit more character. Like maybe I should distress it more. Maybe I should add a little bit of gold to all the edges. If you have any ideas, please drop them in the comments section down below and let me know what you would do with these or what would make you want to buy them. The next thing is this basket, and I always get baskets from the Goodwill bins, like every time I go. This basket right here is a little bit outdated in its finish. It has a very orangey yellow tone to it, so this is going to be given a makeover with some light lavender or lilac paint. If you have already subscribed to my channel, then you've probably seen me use this paint before. I just made a custom purple color that I used on an Easter basket a little while ago, probably just a few videos ago. And then I decorated that basket with some green hydrangeas, and it sold immediately from my booth the same day that I put it in there. So this light lavender color, I think, really is attractive to the eye. And if you're somebody who resells, consider doing some lavender colored pieces in your booth. I'm going to do a couple things in this color today as well because I like to do several things all within the same color scheme so that they go well together in my booth and make my booth look really cohesive, as well as kind of go with a seasonal color scheme. But I'm going to use this brown paper to create some fake lavender arrangements that I'm going to put inside this basket. They were $3.99 each, both of these different greenery picks. One is a lavender and one is just this random bushy one. But they go really well together, and I think that they scream spring, which is coming very quickly. People are already really into decorating for spring right now. So I'm going to put these together and then wrap that brown paper around them to give it a French country look. Now it's time to stage them together. The basket is nice and dry, and if you look in the background, you may recognize this area of my house, or you may not. We are painting the wood paneling in our Eden kitchen right now, so I will have a video of that makeover coming in the future, but I made 2 of these cute little lavender bunches. I might make some more, and I will sell those individually in my booth, and I will decorate this basket with them while they are up for sale in there. But if you're not somebody who resells, this is a really good idea for how you can decorate decorate and make things look collected and you know, really curated and picked specifically for spring to give that beautiful cottage or French country look. This frame seems like it came from a home goods store. It's missing the back, but I have tons of prints that will look really beautiful inside this. So I'm going to pick out a special one just for this. I picked up this book in my last video, so if you want to check out where I got this from in the bins, go ahead and check out the last video that I uploaded once you're done watching this video. But I got 3 books full of tons of amazing botanical prints. These are going to help me do so many home decor flips and so many flips for my booth. And I actually have been selling them individually for $3.95 in my booth, and one of them sold last night, and I had just put them in there the day before that. So they are selling if that's something you're interested in doing in your own resale booth. Since the frame is so busy around the border, I wanted to pick something really simple. So I think that this looks really good, and I took my frame and put it over the page before I decided to rip it out. Then all I have to do is trace it, cut it out, and then glue it into place. I also used a piece of cardboard to kind of stabilize it. What a simple project to do. I used an old book full of amazing, beautiful illustrations to create a framed piece of art out of a frame that could have possibly been thrown in the trash had I not saved it. So this looks amazing, and I'm going to stage it one piece at a time together in a giant vignette with everything that I am flipping today. Next, I picked up this little urn. It was originally only $4.99. I wonder where a little stone urn was only $4.99 originally from. But it was, oh, it says right here, Kirkland's. This was originally from Kirkland's, and it was on clearance for $2.99. So this must have been from a really long time ago, which is funny because this is definitely in style now. This was also $2.99, and I think this looks great, just like this. But just in case you want to see a different way to decorate with this, I'm going to still put all these things together into one big vignette. This I decided to put a greenery, like topiary ball inside of, so you can see a different look that something like this can do. Next, I picked up this accordion wall hook. I swear I'm always finding these. And if you've been watching my recent videos, you will agree I always find these. But this one, I want to do a little bit of a different look and maybe decoupage on some blue and white to make it look a little more French country. For this makeover, all you need is some Mod Podge and a beautiful napkin of whatever design you choose. The best place that I find napkins is usually TJ Maxx or Home Goods. All you're going to do is take off any backing that the napkin has on it, cut it into strips to fit, and then you're going to apply some Mod Podge to the surface and then Mod Podge afterwards to seal it. Once it's completely dry, you will go back and use some sandpaper to sand off all of the edges and give it a little bit of a distressed look. A piece like this really gives an accent to an area that may normally look a little bit boring or utilitarian. You can also use it just for decorative purposes and hang beautiful coffee cups, china cups, or maybe a wreath, an apron in your kitchen. You can use it in your bathroom to hang your towels from. You could even potentially hang artwork off of this. There are unlimited possibilities for a peg hook rack that you can put anywhere in your home. Something I always look for is monster trucks because they are so affordable for my son. But this next piece is really unique. This ceiling medallion, I don't know where it came from, but it is like a plastic, maybe metal, I don't know. It's so lightweight, but it has a really rustic look to it. And we've been meaning to change out our entryway lighting, and I'll show you why right now. Our house was built in the 70s, and I do believe that this light fixture is original to the house. But one main issue that I have with it, although it looks absolutely stunning and beautiful, is it hangs way too low. Look at how much lower it hangs than the door. Look how much lower it is than the opening on the left to go into my living room. So people bang their head on this if they're around 6 feet tall. But this, I just want to do in a lighter off-white antique color. And then this will go underneath our new chandelier that we put in there. The color I'm using for this is Mineral by Waverly. You can get this at Walmart, and I will try and find it on Amazon to link it for you there as well. But I'm just going to do one light coat, and I watered my paint down just a little bit because it would have been too thick and kind of covered up the design pieces in this, or like covered up the texture of it. I loved the stone texture that it had. So I'm doing a light coat on the whole thing, allowing some of that texture to come through. Unfortunately, that hole that is supposed to have the wire come through for it to be a ceiling medallion was way too small for the fixture that we got, or pretty much any fixture other than just like a single light bulb. So we got this light fixture off of Amazon. I'll link that as well. It is metal, not wood, but it has like a wood look to it. And I think it matches really well to our hand railing on our stairs. And we are going to have to take the wallpaper down in this entryway, which makes me sad because I really liked it. But we found a leak in the ceiling. I think it's from the upstairs toilet, and it is causing mold to start growing in that corner right here. So I figure once we open this up, there's gonna be mold on not only the ceiling, but probably the wall, drywall as well. So we're gonna have to rip that out in order to get rid of it as soon as we save up some money to do that. But I stopped using the toilet upstairs because I think that's where it's coming from, and this has not grown at all, so I think that's what it's from. But since this is going to have to be decorative now, that it doesn't really fit a light fixture into that middle section of it, I think it still looks really neat. You can see the texture up close now that the paint has dried, and this can be so many different things. You can hang it on a wall, you can put it behind your decor like this when you're doing a vignette, or you could even glue on a giant bowl to the top and have that be a base. There's a lot of different things that you can do to decorate with a medallion. Next, I picked up this random base. It has a Walmart Better Homes and Gardens sticker on the back, but I have no idea what it went to. I also picked up this wooden box, and this has the White Barn name on it. What I'm going to do is combine these together and paint them. Lately, I have been on a roll, finding random bases to things and gluing awesome stuff to the top of it. This is the first time I think I've done it with two wooden things. Usually I'm doing it with ceramic or glass and wood or just ceramic on ceramic, etc. But I glued this on here with E6000 and let it sit for a few hours before I decide to paint it. I am going to paint over that sticker that was on there because, first of all, I hate dealing with that sticky mess. But second of all, I'm going to be putting on a little foam pad underneath here, so it'll be completely covered and nobody will ever know it's there unless they go to replace the foam pad. But at that point, I think that's totally okay. And I did a light coat, a distressed coat, if you will, of that same lilac or lavender purple. And then I'm going to stage it in that same area with everything else I've done today with this cute little candle wreath. It was $12.99 originally, but Joann's had a sale where all their stuff was buy one, get two free. So it was around $4. So I got this at the same time as I got that lavender stuff. And I'm also going to put a pillar candle inside here just to show you one of the ways that you could use a little pedestal box like this. I love green and lavender put together. I'm obsessed with it, and having it be distressed just makes it even cooler, even prettier. I think this one looks great. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section. This copper pot, which I think is probably a spittoon, which is kind of gross to think about, although it's probably a reproduction of one. It's actually pretty clean inside. This I'm just going to clean and maybe stage with some florals and put this in my booth as is, maybe selling it with the florals. We'll see. For now, since I already have a lot of greenery going on, I'm going to stage this just by itself because I think that the copper stands out well enough on its own. It looks really amazing, and it definitely goes with that cottage or French country decor style. Next, I got this little napkin basket. This would be nice for when we're doing picnics in the backyard on a beautiful day like today, and it keeps the wind from blowing away all your napkins. These cute gingham napkins came from Amazon, and I will try and link them if they are still available, or link some that are similar as well. It's a perfect and easy flip. Next, I have these 3 baskets. I'm not going to need to do anything other than a light dusting on them, and I'm going to put these in my booth up for sale. This one right here is actually blue and a natural basket color. The smaller one is dark brown and a natural basket color. It also has a lighter color in there as well. These seem to me to be meant to hang on a wall, but this would also be great for holding keys. And then this basket has an adorable pattern on the inside, is in perfect condition from what I can tell. And this will go up for sale as is in my booth. For my resale booth, I stack a bunch of baskets together in different parts of my booth, and I price them usually according to their, like I had a Longaberger basket, I priced that one a little bit higher, but I price them to their size usually. So the smaller ones I price between $3 to $6, and then they get increasingly more expensive as they get larger, up to about $12.95 usually. This blue one I am having a really hard time not keeping. The next thing I found at the bins is this mug rack. Some people call it a glass drying rack or a mug rack, but I just picked up one of these for $10 the other day, and if I had waited, I would have got it for so much cheaper from the bins. This is going to go up for sale in my booth since I already have so many of these. If only I had a larger kitchen to display more things, I would have totally kept this, but I have a bunch of these now. I have 2 that I'm keeping, and now this one I'm going to be selling in my booth. Finished my last Goodwill outlet for the day, or the Goodwill bins, however you want to call it. But this is the second time at this location that they just automatically rounded up my amount. Like, you know when you check out at Goodwill and they say, do you want to round up? and you can say yes or no. This is the second time they've just rounded it up without asking me. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I mean, I kind of am sure how I feel about that. I feel like it's stealing. But, I mean, I don't know. Normally I would say yes anyways, but just the fact that they took it without asking is bothering me. Would that bother you? Here you can see all the things that I got. I did not show everything that I got in today's haul. That'll be for a different video where I show the rest. But it was $57 after they rounded it up. And this is everything I was able to flip for you today. I will put tons more videos out of me flipping where I am not shopping, and I'll just show all the rest of the things that I'm flipping that were not included in my shop and flip with me videos, because it would take me all day long to show you how I flipped that many things that I got. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. If you're interested in some of the products that I used in today's video, I will have them linked down below in my description box in my Amazon store. I also have a link in my description box of my Facebook page for my new resale booth. So if you're interested in checking that out and seeing what I have in stock, maybe coming and checking it out if you're local, then that is right here in the description box as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.